Y'all couldn't hear me. How you doing, y'all? So, hello, everybody. Go ahead and put your city and the state. Your city and the state. I said put your city in the state. No, I mean put your city and state in the chat. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from. Let me know, guys, as we get ready to get started. Ooh, I'm looking really yellow, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep the where it's at. How you guys doing in the chat? Let me know your city and state. Just want to make sure that you guys can see and hear me. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from. City and state in the chat. And we'll be getting started in about 10, 15 seconds or so. Let me just pull it up on my YouTube, make sure. Let me just pull it up on my YouTube. All right. Yes, we can hear loud and clear. All right, y'all. So yes, y'all go ahead and put your city and state in the chat. Let me see. Am I looking at the right place? Oh, I am. I am. Okay. I just want to make sure those of you guys who are watching here in the webinar, what's going on, and those who are watching as well on social media. So I just want everybody to type in the chat to make sure that y'all can hear me. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. All right. What city and state in the chat? Put your city and state in the chat. All right, y'all. There we go. The chat to make sure. Okay. Still nobody putting city and state in the chat. I'm confused. What is going on? I am confused. Can y'all not find the chat? Y'all not able to find the chat? Let me see. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Let me go to the link just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, you just have to put your name in the thing. So it should not be so difficult to put your city and state, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, there we go. There's Wanda. Hello, Wanda. But she's watching in YouTube. So those who are watching in the webinar link here's Star. I see. Okay, awesome. All right, there we go. I can see now. All right, in your hotel in Atlanta, Georgia, D Star. Hello, D Star. Just met D Star today here in Atlanta, Georgia, at the incredible pop-up workshop that we had with none other than LaShauna West. Hold on one sec, y'all. All right, I was gonna add my little backdrop right here, but I'm not gonna do all of that right now. We're just gonna get straight into this training, and so excited to have you guys all here. Hello, everybody. Hey, Jana, Jana. Did I say that right? Jana from Atlanta. Hello, darling. And you guys can hear me all loud and clear. If y'all could type in the chat and say I can hear you, because I see Bertha says she cannot hear me. Bertha says she cannot hear me. So go ahead and put that in the chat and let everybody know that if you can hear me, guys. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started and rocking and a rolling. Super excited to have you guys here. Hold on one sec. Okay, yeah. Hold on one sec. All righty. Just sending out a text message through our BPC system. This is actually a software for those of you guys who got a text message invited here. This is something that we provide to all of our Book Profits Club members. And so not only do we provide you with resources, training, and all that good stuff, but we also provide you guys with tools that you actually can use. And so just in case you guys don't know that, I just wanted to make sure I go ahead and share that with you. All right. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull up the presentation on the screen. Okay. Jana, Got it. Got it. All right, so let me share my screen so y'all can see the presentation. Ah, oh, Lord. I just downloaded this new software. And if you guys want to know the name of this software, just let me know and I will share it with you guys. It's just amazing. It's really like a combination of Ecamm, StreamYard, everything all in one is amazing. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about that too. So let's go ahead and get into this presentation. I'm going to share my screen so hopefully you guys can see. Boom. Don't like it that way. Let's do it like this. Okay, perfect. So you guys can hopefully still see me and you can also see the presentation. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up now. I won't be able to see the chat. That I probably need to open up on my other phone so I can see what y'all talking about in the chat. I will open it up for a few questions towards the end, but my goal is to show you guys really how to get to this bag, right? So I want to show you guys how to get to this bag. And we're going to be talking about that. Whether you are an author or not, even if you are not an author, this will apply to you because I have a training that literally shows you guys how to write a book in 3 days or less. And so you don't have to have a book done in order to succeed with this training. Okay. All right. Do I like the way that layout looks? I don't know if I love it, but it's fine. We'll just deal with it. Okay. So if you guys are struggling, if you're struggling with book profiting or profiting from speaking gigs, I promise you guys, you're going to walk away with a ton of value here. Now, a lot of times people think that they need to go to like the traditional publishers or go to a publicist to be able to assist them with being able to go out here and be able to make money or get on more stages. And the truth is that is not the truth. You do not have to do that. You're going to learn today in this intense training. Hopefully, you guys have a pen and paper. But I'm going to be talking to you guys about really how to do this stuff and create these opportunities for yourself. Okay. So if you guys are ready to rock it and roll, if you guys are excited, go ahead and type the number 1 in the chat. Type the 1 in the chat, 111, so that we can get plugged in. I am so irritated because I cannot see nothing. So hold on. Let me do it like this. Put it side by side. Okay, cool. I think this will help me see the chat still. Perfect. Now I can see the chat. Okay, yes. Okay, I see you guys. I see you guys in the chat. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. All right, I see you guys. All right, we have some ones in the chat. Let's get into it. Okay. All right. So, my goal. All right. My goal here today, guys, is to, first of all, well, my overall goal is I want to be able to help speakers, right? So, y'all, hold on. I'm trying to multitask over here and dual process. So my goal is to be able to help speakers and coaches. I got into this book space back in 2015, April. In fact, 2015, I'll be celebrating 10 years next month being in this space. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. But my goal is to show speakers and coaches how to get to the bag. I want to show you guys how to have a book that helps you to get to the bag. Never became a coach in the book space to teach people how to be bestsellers. I became a coach in the book space to show you how to use your book to sell the best. Ooh, that was good, right? Drop dollar signs in the chat if you guys are with me. And I also believe that you should not have to work a million gazillion hours for 40, 50 years in order to make a lot of money. Guys, it's funny to me that we don't even realize when we think about it, the richest people in the world today, they work the less. Now, will work the least, right? Now, granted, it doesn't mean that you don't have spurts where, yes, you might have some long working days, but the truth is if you have to do something for 10, 15, 20, 30 plus years and doing that, 40 hours a week, and we're not to a place of wealth, we've got to start making sure that we're setting that stuff up now, because there are people who are working for way less building $1 to $2 billion businesses. Okay. 2-3 years of a grind, getting to a business that's earning you multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, and 8 figures. However, this is the thing. Ain't nobody gonna come save none of us. Okay. So we have to be willing to do this work. So, yes, I'm going to give you some great information on today, but if you're not willing to apply this information, it's not going to work. I'm just going to be honest, okay? So, I'm going to give you some great information, but if you don't apply it, it will not work, right? It will not work. Okay, yeah, I like that better. Or I'm going to do it like this so y'all can see. You know what I'm saying? You can see me over here on the side. All right, so it's not gonna work. All right, I'm gonna try my best not to take forever doing this training, but if you got somewhere to go, I get it. I'm gonna just tell you this: you're not gonna get this type of training, a free training from a lot of coaches these days. And so I promise you, I'm gonna give you some value. Another thing I want you guys to do is not only paying attention to what I say, but pay attention to how I'm doing this whole presentation. So everything that I do, from the getting you guys to engage to having you do certain things, I want you guys to pay attention to this, okay? So make sure y'all do this. I'm going to show y'all some really cool features too with this software towards the end. But I believe that if you learn how to effectively work 2 to 4 hours per day, you can be able to generate over $10,000 a month, week, or day, depending upon what your goals are when you have a system in place. And I believe the best system in place for everybody is the Book Profits Club. If you are a part of BPC, I want you to type BPC in the chat. If you are a part of BPC, put BPC in the chat. I also want to share with you guys a very simple formula that I know for sure is going to help you guys to get to that bag, okay? Also, if you stay until the end of this training today, those who stay until the end, I am going to gift you guys with a 3-night hotel stay. Okay, a 3-night hotel stay, but you have to stay until the end of the training. Now, if you want to know all of my BPC, put BPC in the chat too. I want to put y'all on the screen. If you want to be able to know how to work 2 to 4 hours per day, y'all, building a business with one simple business, not 10 businesses, 15, 20, all them different businesses, you are in the right place, okay? If you think about it like this, guys, and we had a young lady, Lashana had an incredible speaker today. Incredible sets of speakers. Let me just say that. It was a ton. If y'all missed the event here in Atlanta, y'all missed it. But she also had Snoop that was in the house, and also Michelle Dillard. If anybody knows her, she has done so many different things. And one of the young ladies asked her a question. She's been able to build a multi-million-dollar empire. And the young lady asked, well, did you build multiple businesses at one time? And her response was, what I did was I built one business up first. This is what I'm always trying to stress to us, building up one business first. And then once that business was able to sustain itself, I built other businesses. And what I find that a lot of people are trying to do is they're trying to build 2 and 3 businesses at the same time. And guys, I'm going to tell you it like this. It is difficult enough to build one 6-figure business by itself, let alone trying to do multiple, okay? So the goal here is to show you how to be able to work 2 to 4 hours every single day. I'm going to be real transparent. It's a lot of people that say, Taria, I want to do it, but they're not consistently following a 2 to 4 hour system that is designed to help them build a 6-figure business. And if I could be real transparent here, guys, there's many people that I've come across. I've coached thousands and thousands. Out of the thousands of people, y'all, it's a very small percentage that are willing to stick and stay consistent with the activity. And so you've got to make a decision on today. You got to get mad, make a decision that I'm going to follow this system. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick and stay, and I'm going to do it even without looking for the immediate results. Okay. But most people, I'm just being honest, y'all. Well, I give them the sauce, and it's like they're looking for something else. And I promise you, it ain't going to never change. It is not. And this is the training here. Okay. All right. So the $10,000 per month training, the $10,000 per month training. Okay. All right. What I teach our Book Profits Club members is with your one business, you need to have 4, listen to me, 4 products. Your one business, start off with 4 products. And out of those 4, 3 of them are a stream of income. So with one business alone, you can build 3 solid streams of income. Now, I do not recommend when you guys are getting started to have all these different products and services within your business. What will end up happening, and if anybody can relate, drop the one, I'm gonna give y'all another number. Drop the number 7 in the chat. Drop the number 7 in the chat if you can relate to being overworked and underpaid and stretching yourself way too thin. Let me go ahead and put my 7 in the chat right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put my 7 in the chat. If you can relate to being overworked and underpaid and stretching yourself too thin, and so what happens is that many of us, we do what I like to call a la carte ourselves to death. Whatever you need, I got it. Oh, you want me to do a book cover? I could do it. Oh, you want me to edit your book? I could do it. Oh, you want me to do this? I could do it. And now you over here doing a whole lot of with a little bit of income. And my goal is to show you how to stick with 4 items with a specific target audience so that you could be able to work less and make more. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go into all of this today, but every single person that's watching this webinar today, how much did you pay to watch this webinar? Every single person that's watching this webinar right now, how much did you guys pay to watch this webinar? Let me know in the chat. Did anybody pay a fee? And just because this webinar is free, don't mean that y'all about to walk away with some trash information. I promise you on this good Sunday, y'all about to learn a lot of information, okay? And so just put in the chat, let us know how much did y'all pay, because if you paid any money, you need to find out whoever got you, because there was no fee for you to be a part of this webinar, okay? And so this is a hook item. This is a hook item, but technically with our BPC family, we teach you guys that you need to be doing at least 1 webinar per month. Well, I got 2 scheduled for this month at least. I've got 2 scheduled for this month at least, and I might have more. It just depends, because every time I get on somebody's stage, I'm going to have a follow-up webinar so that you can learn more about what we do, okay? And so even as an author, you have something that you can give away for free. Your next item is your book. Then after your book, you have 2 different price points, okay? Regardless if you are a coach, a consultant, any of those things, I want you guys to know that you don't even have to be a coach to win in this space, all right? Don't feel like you need to be a coach to win in this space. You don't. You can be providing services. You can be providing experiences and narrow it down to 4 items, work less and make more. You want to know how I know? Oh, baby. Let me tell you a story. So when I first decided that I was going to leave network marketing back in 2015 and start my full-time coaching business, right? I was a 6-figure earner in the network marketing industry. You can Google me because back then you can still Google. So if you go to Taria Avant and just type Organo Gold, I was a top income earner in Organo Gold, making great income, but I also knew that I was not in love with what I was doing, right? And so what I decided to do is I decided to do a workshop and I went into this coaching space. I'm going to tell you more about my story down the line, but I was trying to do everything. I had a coaching course for public speaking. I had a coaching course for social media. I had a coaching course for web design. Yes. I was creating courses for everything. And I had a coaching course for book writing. Y'all, I was so overworked. People were getting on coaching calls. I didn't know what course they were in. It was too much. I was stressed out, making very little money because I could not become an expert in all of those different things. I wasn't able to provide more value. And I just was like, enough is enough, right? Enough is enough. And so when I decided to narrow it down to 1 target audience with 1 specific result and providing 4 items, oh my goodness, y'all, my life changed. And so I'm telling you guys this from experience that this absolutely works, okay? If you guys can hear in the chat, just go ahead and say, I can hear. Dr. Wendy says she can't hear. So I want to make sure y'all can still hear me. Now, as your experience goes up, guess what? With your clients, your price point will go up. And so we teach you guys in Book Profits Club is you got to start where you're comfortable at. I know some of you guys maybe have heard some other coaches and stuff try to tell you that you need to be selling your program for $5,000, $10,000. And listen, I am not one to say, no, you should not. If that is the value of the program, that's the value. But the truth is, until you actually believe in offering it for that value, you're not going to sound confident when you start pitching it for that price point. And so what I teach you guys, and the funny thing about it is that all these coaches that tell you to do that all have products that was $97. All these coaches that tell you to do that, they all have products that was $97. They all started lower until they built up their confidence, right? Until they built up their experience. And so, guys, I'm telling you from experience, you don't need to be trying to just come straight out the gate trying to charge $5,000, $10,000 for your products, your services, your experiences. Build your way up. Build your way up from experience, okay? And then guess what? The more that you work with people, the more your value comes up. Now, I never became an author to write a book. I never became an author to be a top seller. None of that. Thank you, love. Yeah. Oh, listen, y'all ain't seen nothing yet about this software. This software is so fire. I can't wait. Okay. Sorry, I'm yelling all in y'all ear. Y'all know Light Up Crew, Mike Light Up Crew. How we doing? So I never became an author to be a top seller or even to sell the book. I became an author because I wanted to be able to be respected as an entrepreneur. Remember, I told you guys I was a top income earner in the network marketing industry. And even though I was making, $20,000, $30,000 a month, there were still some people who didn't really see network marketing as real business. So I wrote a book so that I could be respected in the marketplace, right? So here's an example of how I used my book. I had a chance to speak at an event where there were 100 people in a room, and most of the people on average paid about 500. Some people paid way more, and some people paid a little bit less, but on average, everybody paid $500 to be in the room. What I did was I came with 25 copies of my books. In fact, tonight we've got some people that are here as a result at being at Lashana West. I feel like I saw Lashana on here too. I might be tripping, but we had some people that at the event tonight. But see, this event, people pay $500 to be at the event. So what I did was I brought 25 copies. Now, how many of you guys would like to have a client that will pay you $500 to come to your one-day event? Hello? So these are people who invest into themselves. And the biggest mistake I see authors make is they write these books to sell books versus writing a book to sell. I'm not about to miss out on qualified people who already understand investing in themselves by trying to sell them a book, because maybe they spent their last couple of dollars to get to this event. They'll get more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the stage, and this is what I did. I spoke in front of this audience of 100 people. I had 25 copies. I told everybody, listen, this is how you get a free copy. You're going to send a text message to this number, and then you're going to get a link to schedule a call with me. You schedule a discovery call with me. Everybody, the first 25 who schedule a call, you're going to get a free copy of my book. I had 25 people immediately sign up for that discovery call, to the point where, y'all, I had some people still running up like, I scheduled a call. Can I get a book? I'm like, I'm sold out. I told y'all the first 25. Out of those 25 people, 13 people showed up to my discovery call. From those 13 people, 6 people joined my program. We did over $10,000 in sales. Now, drop the money sign in the chat if you would do that over and over. That means you spent, I don't know how much that cost me, but let's just say for the 25 books I might have spent, which I didn't. Let's just say I spent $150 for those books, right? $150. I spent the money to get to the event. So let's just say on average, I might have spent, I don't know, $500, right? $500, I made $10,000. If you would do that over and over and over again, guys, I want you to drop the money sign in the chat. See, this is what having the right book can do for you. Leveraging your book to build multiple streams of income. Now, one of the things that we teach in Book Profits Club is called the BPC Success Schedule. The BPC Success Schedule. And if you can follow this consistently for 90 days in a row, consistently, y'all, not a couple days here, then a couple days out, and a couple days here, then a couple days out. No, 90 days in a row. If you can follow this consistently, you're going to start to see amazing results happen in your business. I promise you. And this is one of the things that we teach our BPC members. Some of you guys are here as a result of me following the success schedule, whether you are part of a webinar, whether you were a part of a broadcast, or maybe you were on a discovery call with one of my team members, right? Maybe you were one of the people that I DM'd, because I slide up in them DMs every single day. Maybe you were a person that was at an OPP. You maybe heard me on a podcast, or you were plugged into one of the media articles. And by the way, these are things that we teach you how to do and also provide opportunities for you to get on. So the goal is teaching you guys how to follow this, leveraging your book or your future book, which also helps you to position yourself on these platforms, okay? All right, if y'all are still with me, let me know. I hope y'all are still with me. I see you guys in the chat, everybody in the chat. I love y'all. All right, y'all. So who is Taria Vision Avant? Hello. Well, I am a graduate of the prestigious Hampton University, the real HU, with a bachelor's in computer science, y'all. I am a professional former a professional former. That means I tried everything under the sun at the time, y'all. Everything that was legal and that was not degrading. Okay, I was selling it all: vacuum cleaners, knives. I was going to door, cell phone services, all types of stuff, trying all these different things, never sticking with it though. I was a tripreneur, but never a real entrepreneur. I tried all these things, pretended I was in business. I showed up with the business cards and everything, not doing no sales calls, not doing no follow ups, not doing the work. I tried it all. But it wasn't until I got into the industry of network marketing, after 10 years of trying business, I finally was able to get success because I learned how to follow a system. However, just like many people, guys, I've had challenges and troubles and trials and tribulations as well. I am I would like to say I'm a survivor of very deep depression. I mean, to the point where I was very suicidal as far as ideation. And God definitely kept me from that. I'm so grateful, guys, that the challenges that I had, the setbacks that I thought that I would never be able to come back from. I now get to use those as testimonials of why you should actually keep pushing through. And then I decided around that time, when I was going through that depression, when I was going through those suicide thoughts, that I was tired. At the time, I was in network marketing, making a great income, y'all. I was tired of being in that industry, and I wanted to find something that I knew that I could grow and flourish in. I knew that it was time for me to step out and step into something else, not because the network marketing industry did not bless me, but because I knew that that's not where I was supposed to be. Can anybody relate to that? Can anybody relate to working a job or working a business where, yes, on the outside in, it looks like you're doing well, the money is great, the family is great, but you know deep down you are not doing what you've been called to do? And that was me. And so I decided to launch my coaching business April of 2015. Fast forward, today is way more than six. We're now we crossed over the threshold of over 10,000 plus speakers and coaches who have become authors. But now my goal has shifted a lot by not just only helping people to become authors, but showing them how to make money. I noticed a lot of authors were writing books. In fact, 11,000 books are published every single day. Out of the 11,000 books, only 100 of them are making $1,000 a year. Y'all, the numbers are crazy out here, but the truth is the truth. People are publishing books and not profiting the way that they deserve. And so I decided to launch the Book Profits Club. It was around 2019 we launched BPC, and the goal is now to show individuals that are authors or future authors that are speakers and coaches how to be able to get the bag as an author. Okay, so we're excited about that. Now, this is why I coached. Again, I noticed that authors were not making money. Yeah, I did not become a coach because I wanted to get a Ferrari. I did not become a coach because I wanted to be able to buy ice and jewelry and all types of stuff. Not to say that I don't like nice things, but y'all, my biggest goal is to be able to show more people how to get to the bag. In fact, people say all the time, Taria, how can I repay you? Go out here and follow the success schedule. Stay consistent with the success schedule. Plug in, show up. I can't tell you how many people will make that a reason why it's not happening. Oh, I just don't have the time. No, show up. That's the biggest way to show me that, you know what, this was all worth it, right? Because I don't care about being able to prove to people that I've made a great income without being able to show the people who have made the great income. That's why I decided to become a coach. When it is all said and done, and when they are talking about my life, I have not, and I'm not lying, y'all, when I say this, I want to have a clause. I will have a clause that will say that when it is time to celebrate my life, at whatever you want to call it, funeral and all that stuff, I want any and everybody that wants to come up to say something about me the opportunity to speak. And I don't care how long the funeral is going to be. People can come and speak. You're not going to cut nobody off, because this is the type of impact that I want to leave. And so we're going to help authors get to the bag. We're going to show authors how to leverage their books to build a massive successful business. And like I said, the biggest mistake that I see authors make is that they're focusing on book sales instead of focusing on leveraging their book. Now, how does this apply to you if you're watching this training? Well, you're probably an author or aspiring to be one. Maybe you're aspiring to be an author. Okay. Maybe you want to make a big impact in the world as well, just like what I said, right? You want to make a big impact in the world. You want to get more exposure. You want to be in front of more people. Maybe you're a coach or a speaker, right? Or maybe you want to become one. And by the way, I know a lot of people get afraid of the word coach because there's so many scam artists out here today claiming they coaches and ain't doing nothing right. Guys, let me tell you something. Don't you can call me the trash woman. I don't care what you call me. At the end of the day, this is what I've been called to do, and that's transform lives, right? So if you know you've been called to transform lives, then you should be leveraging your book or working on that future book so that you can do the thing, okay? And then you want to learn how to get on more stages and make more sales from those stages. All right. Let me give you an example of a client that we had. She was a part of one of our 3-day book camps. We used to do the 3-day book camps back in the day. Now I just partner with other publishers out there, guys. I do not do the book camp anymore. I show you how to make money from the book, right? But here's Grace Yasmin at the top. Now, some of you guys may know who the woman is at the bottom. If y'all know who the young lady is down here at the bottom, let me know in the chat if y'all know who that is. Right here, this woman right here, right here, right here. But Grace Yasmin was able to follow our 5K and 5-day training. Guys, how many of you guys know some people that you feel would support you, right? If you were to tell them that, hey, look, I'm going to mention you in my book. You can be in my book. Well, Grace was able to follow the training that we give in our 5K and 5-day challenge. She followed it to the T, y'all, to the T. And when she followed it to the T, she was able to pre-sell more than 700 books. Now, y'all, if you have not calculated, when we talk about just profits, if she was to profit about $15 per book, she made over $10,000 in profits. I'm not talking about in sales. I'm talking about in profits. That means take home cash by pre-selling her book. She was able to do it. And I said, how did you do it? She said, Taria, I followed exactly what you taught in the 5K and 5-day challenge. Well, this was one aspect, and I learned this aspect about pre-selling when I was in a book for Think and Grow Rich for Women. It was through the Napoleon Hill Foundation, and I remember them including me in the book, and I was like, yo, I need to tell everybody about this book because I'm in the book. Mind you, I only had one little line in the book, but I was telling everybody. So I took that idea and I decided to create this training teaching people how to pre-sell, because 97% of most people who want to write a book, even out of the 11,000 who publish every day, will not even write a book. But the fact that they see their name in your book will be one of the biggest honors to them. Then Lisa Nichols, y'all. So Lisa Nichols came out, and y'all know who she is. She wrote this book called Abundance Now. This came out a few years ago. And at this event, with this book launch, anybody who bought her book was given a free ticket to her conference. There's LaShawna, y'all. LaShawna's in the house. Anybody that actually bought her book got a free ticket to her conference that was right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And she had about 500 people that showed up. I was like, this was ingenious because she had 500 people that showed up. Y'all, I saw Lisa make at least $1 million in sales from that event because she came and showed up with her success funnel. She had 3 items. Now, her price point of her 3 items were much different than my price points, okay? Her lowest ticketed price was $999, and she sold it and didn't even have no training, no course, no nothing. For those of us who think that before I sell it, I need to make sure I put together the videos and all the things, y'all, I bought the program. And it was about 3 weeks until I heard it. I didn't hear nothing for 3 weeks after I bought it. No shade, no tea. I'm just telling you guys this because y'all out here procrastinating on making the offer because you're thinking that it needs to be perfect, when Lisa Nichols got on the stage for $999 and sold several people this course that was not even yet designed. She didn't even know what it was going to be called. Everybody just wanted to work with her. Then she had it went from $999 to $14,000. And then the next one was like $30,000. The $14,000 was a 1-day VIP where you could fly in to where she was and sit down with her for a full day. She did all of this from the launch of a book. Now drop a money sign in the chat if you're like, oh man. See, most people, they're doing book launches and not launching the book through a conference or a workshop. I don't believe in doing book launches anymore. I believe in using your book as an opportunity to do an event. Okay, drop the money sign in the chat, y'all. If this is exciting, drop the money sign. Yes. So listen, so I was like, whoa. So now what we do is we teach you not only to create that book, but then to create an event that is centered around the results of the book so that you can build multiple streams of income. Okay. So today, this is what we're going to talk about. We haven't even gotten to the topics yet. Oof. We ain't even gotten into the topics. Destiny, how you doing, boo? Welcome to the house. Today we're going to talk about how to get booked on more stages, leveraging your book or future book. We're going to talk about how to find profitable speaking opportunities, podcasts, media outlets looking for you. And we're going to talk about how to sell on the platforms, on these different platforms, okay? All right. And so we're going to get into this training. We're going to get into this. All right. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all in the chat. Now, by the way, remember what I told you guys. Don't only pay attention to what I'm saying, pay attention to what I'm doing. When you do your webinars class, you got to engage with the audience. Some of y'all will do a whole 1 hour webinar and don't talk to the audience at all. Don't nobody want to do that. Y'all staying here because we're engaging, right? So in Book Profits Club, what we have is our 4 pillars of platforms. And in our 4 pillars of platforms, what this consists of is our media articles and magazines, workshops and conferences and stages, audio and video podcasts, and television, okay? So our goal is to show you how to get on all 4 of these platforms, all right? And so let's get into this. First of all, some people may think that they're like, well, first of all, Taria, when we talk about getting on these stages, I just don't understand how to make money from speaking on a stage. I would like to be paid up front. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But I want to tell you another story about me speaking on the stage, right? So when I wrote my very first book, it now is called Hey, y'all, Instagram. What's going on Instagram too? I see Instagram. We live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, we all over the place. So hello, y'all. How y'all doing? And those of you guys who are in a private chat, I'll be sending you guys a special gift. Okay. All right. Anyways, and if you're not, I'll tell you guys how to be a part of the list and how to be a part of the crew. Okay. So anyways, the very first book, it used to be called A Vision of Freedom. It is now called A Six-Figure Vision. So I relaunched the book. By the way, some of y'all got books that might need to be relaunched, right? Or retitled. We got to stop being so emotional about the content or the title of their book and be more emotional about the results. If you're not getting enough people saying that, you know what, oh my God, I read the book of the day, then we need to work on that. If you're putting your book down on the table and nobody's picking it up and like, whose book is this? I need to buy it. Then we might need to work on the titling of the book. We cannot be emotional about things like that. We've got to start being emotional about the results that people are getting from our products and our services. Amen. So anyways, when I wrote this book, y'all, it was initially called A Vision of Freedom. And remember, I wrote the book because I wanted to be respected in the marketplace as an entrepreneur. Right? I had people who didn't really see network marketing as business. And so I wrote this book, y'all, and everybody type in the chat immediately. Because when I wrote the book, y'all, and I started putting it out there that I had this book, doors were opening up for me immediately. When I tell you these are organizations, I'm a top income earner in the industry of network marketing. None of these people was inviting me to come speak on their stages. Not. In fact, if anybody comes from the world of multi-level marketing, you already know it's like a small circle, right? It's huge, but it's still small. It's like only the people in network marketing know each other. Kind of like when you go in the real estate world, everybody in some real estate know each other. When you go into the finance world, everybody in the finance world know each other, right? And so just like that in network marketing, it was the same. We've got this bubble that we're in. And yes, I was a big deal in the bubble, but outside the bubble, these people wasn't inviting me to come speak at their bridal workshops. But I wrote a book about success principles and goal setting and vision boards. And now all of a sudden they want me to come speak. These people didn't want me to come talk at their real estate meetings because they was like, she's going to come in here and try to pitch everybody to become a coffee distributor. These schools was like, what? Network marketing? That's not real business. We don't want you to come and teach our kids about that. No. Now I'm getting invited to come teach these kids in universities about goal setting and how to get a mentor and things of that nature. Y'all, the doors opened up and many of us were waiting on these doors too. Let me just tell you this. We're waiting on some of the doors to just automatically open. But the truth is when you have the right book, if the door doesn't automatically open, you got to sometimes pry it open. And so, like, for example, the school, I spoke at Texas Southern University. I think that's a TSU. That's where Megan Thee Stallion went to. I spoke there because I was at an event. It was a teacher from TSU that was there. I gave him a copy of my book and said, listen, can I come and speak it to your students? Oh, sure. Love you to come speak. The bridal workshop, I pitched myself on a speaker's profile and said, listen, I'm going to send you a copy of my book. Oh, we want you to come and speak. They paid me. And so, guys, we've got to understand having the right book, yes, will open up doors, but sometimes you got to be the one to pry it open with your book, but putting it out there and pitching yourself. Now, you might be thinking, well, how do I find these profitable opportunities, right? They're literally everywhere, y'all. These profitable opportunities for you to speak are everywhere. I want everybody in the chat to put this: someone's looking for me. There's literally someone right now putting together an event, and you provide a particular transformation, a particular talk, regardless of how you talk, the results that you provide a particular transformation, and guess what? They're looking for you. But they don't know you got a book out. They don't know that you got Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. How are they going to find out about? Because you got to be willing to get in front of them. I want to use Lashana West. If anybody knows who Lashana West is, if you don't, you better know. Let me show y'all a little trick real quick. Let me show you something that you could do. Lashana, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna use my dog, okay? I'm gonna use my dog real quick. Let me share my screen. Hold on. I gotta remove this real quick. I want to show y'all something because we be making it way too complicated. Okay. Share Instagram. Okay, watch this. So Lashana, right? Lashana, I'm gonna pull her up. Uh-oh. Lashana West. Here she is right here. So if you don't know Lashana, you need to follow her. But Lashana, right here, look, she's got this thing that says guest speaker at the Lockpreneur Experience Seminar. Now, the reason why Lashana gets booked for a lot of stuff, because she is definitely a big service-based person. She offers she serves everywhere, right? However, I know Lashana. So, and then it says Lockpreneur. Lashana is not in the hair industry, but she helps those in the hair industry. Y'all hear me? So what I can do is I can see, oh man, look, Lashana's a guest speaker at NTO Beauty. Maybe I'm in the hair industry and I know Lashana. I can go right here to NTO. I'm going to say, watch this. I'm going to show you straight up live, real live in action. Watch this. I'm going to say, hey, Queen. I see that you have the amazing Lashana West speaking at your event coming this year. She is so amazing. By the way, how do you go about picking your speakers? I'm sure you are already booked up, but would love to connect. Boom. Oh, I don't think y'all see the screen. Hold on, let me pull it up. Doggone it. I just sent the message though. You see, I sent it. I'm gonna show you see, I sent the message. Let me show you where I got it from. Because Lashana posted the flyer. Now, the lady might not, she might be like, who is this? Who is this girl? I went to her flyer. And I'm gonna edify Lashana. And then I'm going to say, how do you go about picking your speakers? Lashana's not a gatekeeper. That's why she posts the flyers. A lot of us don't even realize that the speaking opportunities that we're looking for are right in front of us because there's opportunities now. She might hit me back and say, well, you could be a speaker, but there's an investment. How much is it? Is it worth it? Because guess what? I will make investments to speak on stages because just like I make investments to market my business, speaking on a stage is nothing more than another investment. Hello? And so then when sis hits me back and says, oh, I don't got no time, I don't need no more speakers, no problem. Can I still send you a free copy of my book? Now, why am I going to send a free copy of my book to her? Because she does events. She's qualified. Are y'all with me? Holla at your girl. Okay, so anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and reshare. Hold on, what I'm doing. Okay, reshare. There we go. All right. So people are looking for you guys. People are literally looking for you, but you have to be willing to get yourself in front of them. Okay. So super simple to do. That's one little simple thing. And there's more that you can do. All right. Did y'all see that? Okay. So how to find profitable speaking opportunities and podcast media outlets looking for you. So some of you might be saying, well, I just don't know where to find these profitable platforms, right? Well, here's Lena Payton Webb. Lena Payton Webb has her own publishing company as well. But at first, she was offering her service a la carte, doing all these different services. Hell, I could do a cover, I could do this, I could do that, right? And she literally started plugging in. She narrowed her program to four main items and was able to see her business grow four times. But one of the things that she's been able to utilize are the resources that we provide to our BPC members. Guys, we offer to our Book Profits Club members every single Thursday. We have an email that goes out to all of our BPC members from our podcast pitching crew. We give you at least 2 to 3 podcasts that are looking for you to go and be on their show. You can get on the shows. Also, when you upgrade to Elite, we also have a database of over 1,000 speaking opportunities. Lena just was in Chicago a couple of weeks ago speaking at an opportunity that she found from the BPC database. And so being plugged into a system that's providing you those opportunities, you can do it. But remember, you want to narrow it down to 4 items and learn how to leverage your book to get on those stages. She was able to go from making $5,000 to $7,000 a month to literally now having $10,000+ days and continuously growing her business. Now, remember this, guys, when somebody has a speaker on their stage and it's not just themselves, because sometimes you will go to these events and the speaker will only be that person, right? Well, when you notice that they have multiple speakers, 9 times out of 10, there's an opportunity for you there. Might not be that event, but you got to build those relationships. LaShawna, I just love to keep using LaShawna because I just came from her event, but LaShawna does events every single month almost. And she provides opportunities for people to come and speak. And so I always try to find, whenever I have the availability to come, I'm pulling up because I always meet some incredible people at her events. Guys, the same goes for any event where you see that they have different speakers. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be looking for speakers at a next event. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, everybody drop the money sign in the chat. Now, this is where your book comes into play. I'm going to use another scenario real quick with y'all. So one time, y'all, and I was telling them this at the event today that we were just at, I had a book on depression. Now, I don't really give that book or sell that book anymore. I am probably going to order some more copies because I do like to give it away. I'm not a life coach, but this was like a passion project. You know, once you learn how to write a book in 3 days, you can write books quickly, right? And so I was sitting down with a young lady who was doing this event. She already had all her speakers, right? But she was adding in an additional segment on mental health. And we did coffee. Her name is Edeline Francois Dryden, right? She does she has an organization called We Rock, Women Entrepreneurs Rock. And so when I sat down with Edeline, I'll never forget, it was the coffee shop in Atlantic Station. It's not there anymore. Across from where I used to stay. And we talked for about 30, 45 minutes. At the end, I said, listen, I want to give you a copy of my book, Depression. Mind you, I had no idea that she had just created this new platform or this new add-on to her event on mental wellness. She was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the book. I actually have a panel that I'm doing where we're going to be talking about mental wellness. Would you like to be on the panel?" All because I gave her a copy of my book. See, this is what I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge everybody right now. For those who have a book printed. Now, if you don't, then you need to work on getting that book done where we can be able to help you with those resources with getting you written, right? Well, for those who have a book printed, I want to challenge you this month. Go and find 5 to 10 events that are taking place. Whether it's you see somebody else doing an event, you go to Eventbrite, Facebook events, LinkedIn. Find 5 to 10 events that are taking place. Reach out to the organizer. Find out how do they go about getting their speakers. And if they sound good, now everybody might hit you with the negative quick and fast because you're going to get rejected too. Hello? But some people will say, nope, we don't want to, no problem. But if they say, well, right now we kind of just pick them, or, it doesn't seem like it's negative, you can respond and say, listen, no problem. I would love to possibly be on your list in the future. I know that you're already booked up, but is it possible that I can send you a free copy of my book? Because why am I going to send them? Because they already have the workshop coming. They've got the event space. They've invested the money for people to come. And now this is an opportunity for me to get in front of some new people. So, guys, I want to challenge y'all to go find 5 to 10 events that y'all can do that for this particular month. If you guys are up for the challenge, let me know in the chat. Now, you might be saying, as a speaker, though, well, listen, I'm trying to get paid to speak. I want to get paid to speak. Hey, y'all on Instagram, I want to be paid to speak. If anybody has ever heard someone say that, let me know in the chat. Anybody ever heard someone say, I need to be paid to speak? Now, if you said it yourself, that's fine. Just keep it to yourself. But let me tell you why this sometimes does not always work. There are 3 different types of speakers. I like to say there's 3 different types. Okay. I like to say there's 3 different types of speakers. You've got paid speakers. Now, what is a paid speaker? A paid speaker is going to be someone that typically gets paid up front to come and speak at an event. Generally, these events are designed to increase that person's. Oh, look, she already replied back to me on Instagram. Okay. I suffer from ADHD. I call it inspired deficit disorder, IDD. And so I can be all over the place. And so if anybody else deals with ADHD, I want you to know you too can build a $500,000 a year business. You just got to make sure you have the right things in place. That's why I got to have PowerPoint presentations. Hello? How you doing? Okay. And I'm speaking on this more and more lately because I see a lot of people are allowing their setbacks or their challenges or their mental things that people can't necessarily see to be reasons or excuses as to why they don't do something. And y'all, I'm telling you, as someone who definitely deals with it, you can still do this. The reason why I brought this up is because the young lady didn't already reply back, and I want to show y'all in real live. This is why showing up to live workshops sometimes is a blessing, because you get to see the real live responses. So let me see what she said. Not only did she reply back, but she followed her sister. Wait a minute. LaShawna, did you message her? Okay, let me share y'all the screen. Hold up. Let me share y'all the screen. Sister already replied back. Who is up for the challenge? Watch this. I met LaShawna at an event earlier this week, and we connected, and she graciously offered to speak in my event. Honestly, this is my second event, and God has just brought me people. Oh my God, girl. I'm about to, LaShawna, let her know. We about to talk to her about getting some people out to the event. So this is another thing that I'll do sometimes too, is because if she got the event space, even if she got 5 people coming, honey, I'm ready to pull up. Oh, y'all didn't see it. Did I show y'all? Did y'all see it? So listen, I will pull up, because the challenge that a lot of times people even have when they're doing events is they don't know how to market their events, right? So I'm excited. So can I say this to say that many reasons why we're not speaking on more stages, because we just simply won't ask. Look at that. Okay. That was good. Okay, so let me get back to what I was telling y'all. So you have paid speakers. So why do organizations pay people to come and speak? 9.9 times out of 10. The reason why someone is going to pay you to speak is because you are increasing their bottom line. And no disrespect, I see so many people that get into the speaking space and they want to be paid to speak, but they're not increasing a company's bottom line. So it doesn't make sense. What do I mean? You want to go speak in front of a corporation, a business. And so you're coming to speak to this corporation about maybe how to increase your sales. That increases their bottom line. Maybe you're coming to speak to this corporation about how to build better relationships at the work, in the workspace. This increases their bottom line. But I'm gonna go to Wanda and ask Wanda Pearson, who's doing a conference. I want to come speak at your event, and I want you to pay me $10,000 to come and speak. But Wanda is doing an event and for leads. Wanda's doing her Women in Wealth conference because she helps individuals in the legal space, and so she's doing it to build leads. She's not doing this event because this is her corporation where she has her employees coming to learn about building better relationships. So why would Wanda pay Taria $10,000 to come and speak at her event where she's doing an event for leads? Unless if putting Taria on the ticket is going to get her like $10,000 in sales. Does that make sense? So a lot of times we're trying to pitch ourselves to be paid to speak with these organizations that are doing events with their leads or clients, not their staff. Now, or students. Now, why would a school pay for me to come and speak at a school? Because if I come speak at a school and I show 50 kids how to become a published author, this now becomes a very edifiable thing, which guess what? It goes back to what I said. It increases their bottom line, because what parent would not want to have a kid come out of school being a published author? This increases guess what? All the kids that come in, they actually get to go through a publishing course and they're now going to be written authors. And so, boom, you're increasing the bottom line. Is everybody with me on this? Because we got to start making sense when we're saying, I want to be paid to speak. Because as a person who does events with leads or clients, many of my events, like our big annual events, those are client based. I'm not about to pay you $10,000 to come speak to people who were already coming to my event. Does that make sense? And so we got to make it make sense. Now, would I invest to be a speaker? Well, that's the speaker number 3. We'll talk about that. Then you got free speakers. So these are speakers who go to events with their books and stuff like that, leave their books at the table. Hello. You don't even know they got a book, the book hidden somewhere. Hello. They get on the stage, tear it up, tear it down, and walk away with no contact information, like no leads, and no money. Today at LaShawna's event, in less than 10 minutes, I made $100 and something, $140 or something like that. And I got 8-10 new leads. If one of those leads become a BPC member, I'm going to be in major profit zone. Oh, if y'all want me to come speak at y'all event, y'all just let me know. You know, I'm going to pull up. Shoot, long as y'all don't mind. Now, I would never sell anything that is higher than my book at somebody else's event. I don't do that. Like on somebody's stage, I never sell anything beyond a book. And if it is an opportunity where it's like a lot of people or a lot of books, shoot, I will pay to come. If somebody's going to have 50, 60, 70, 100 people in the room, I will invest. It's a partnership. Let's make this work. And if you need me to show you how to get some more people there, if it makes sense, child, let me know. I'm all about helping us be in a win-win situation, because it's hard as hell doing events, y'all. I've been doing them for 15 years. And so, I like to partner. So free is when you get on a stage, you speak for free, you don't make no money, and you get no leads. We got to stop doing number 2. We've got to stop doing number 2. We have got to stop speaking on these stages for free. I don't care. I don't care, y'all. By the way, I'm not speaking on nobody's stage if you're not going to at least, you might not want me to sell no books. It's a lot of lack mentality, though. When that happens, I feel like if we're afraid to let someone sell a book on our stage, guys, we've got to understand that we serve a God that is an abundant God. An abundant God. There's no way that you will ever lose the person that is assigned to you. So we cannot be afraid to do stuff like that, right? Now, we do want to make it make sense. So that's why I'm not getting on somebody's stage and pitching something that's, thousands of dollars, but I will sell a book. But even if they're like, oh, we don't really want you to sell books, no problem. I can just get some leads, free leads, because leads then turn into sales. Okay. And so what's a partnership? So a partnership is like today, I invested to be a vendor / speaker at LaShawna's event. I don't remember what I paid. I don't remember what I paid. But let's say I paid to be a vendor. It was at least $150. So I told you I made, as far as book sales, I might have made $140. But I still walked away with leads. So where many people mess up and they say, well, damn, I didn't make my money back, or I didn't make a profit. See, I am building an oak tree. I don't operate in shrub territory. And so what I mean by that is that oak trees take time to grow. You don't just plant a seed of an oak tree and then tomorrow it's now hundreds of feet tall and hundreds of feet wide that live beyond years and years and years that could live beyond our generations of years, right? We have oak trees that are thousands of years old. And so I understand that principle. So when I make an investment as a partner to speak at an event, I already know that the harvest shall come. Does that make sense, y'all? So I became a partnered speaker and I was able to get in front of the room and make a free offer. I was able to get everybody's information that was interested in what I had instead of just getting a whole lot of business cards of people who don't want my information. And now I have walked away receiving value. This is what we have to start learning how to do. Now, my books, how I leverage my books is I was able to use my book as a tool to make it to get people excited to invest. Now, another thing I have come to learn too, guys, the reason why we all want to have a book is because some people it might not be that they can't afford a 500 or 1,000 or a $5,000 package. They just don't know if they can trust you yet. They don't know if you really know your stuff yet. And so I will spend $20. I'll trick off a $20 bill. Hello? I'll spend a couple dollars. Let me see if they know what they're talking about. So the $20 is like that appetizer. Any of y'all ever went to a restaurant and you went there, you wasn't sure. So you said, let me just start off with an appetizer. I'll order my meal later. And you got the appetizer and the appetizer was trash. What you do? Did you order the meal still? Heck no, you didn't order the meal. You left. You said, this is nasty. I'm not about to order no steak. Y'all can't even do the little shrimp cocktail right. Now, if you stayed at that restaurant after you ordered that nasty appetizer and you still ordered a meal and then you were surprised that the meal was nasty, whose fault is that? That's your fault. That's crazy. We're not doing that. That's why they give you appetizer opportunities. So your book is that opportunity for you to create an appetizer. And so all of us, y'all, we should be having our mindsets on partnerships. It is so sad when I see people put this mindset out there that, oh, I would never invest to pay to speak, or I would never pay to play. It's called marketing. Now, there's a difference, y'all. Spending money to speak on a stage and nobody's there, that's whack. But if I know that I'm going to make an investment to be on a platform where it's going to get me in front of new quality, it's not always about the quantity, but a new quality group of people that can turn into more opportunities for me. We had Inga Nicole. Inga's a part of Book Profits Club. She came and spoke at the Success Tribe. We just got back from New York, all of us, and we all spoke there. And she spoke at that event at the Connect and Collab Summit. Soon as she got off the stage, she invested to be a speaker. Soon as she got off the stage, Inga, let me pull her up. Let me show y'all. This is why I like doing webinars too. I like live stuff because you know what I'm saying? It's just different. You know what I'm saying? Share this tab. Okay. Shout out to right here, Tammy Renee, who was at the workshop today. Tammy Renee, she did her introduction statement. Honey, they was like, oh, honey, this is amazing. So let me pull up Inga real quick. Inga spoke. Here we go. Inga spoke, and this is her on the stage right here. As soon as Inga was done, y'all. Hold on. Is the screen sharing? See, this is why I be. Here she go. Inga spoke. As soon as Inga got off the stage, y'all, this young lady that was there speaking from Dallas, teaching people about getting government contracts, Inga talks about grants. Soon as she got off the stage, she said, listen, can you come and speak at my conference in Dallas? Inga invested to be on this stage. Not only and then Inga was like, well, I'm about to get ready to roll out. I was like, no, you not. I see speakers do this all the time too. They go and speak at an event and leave. I said, no, you not. Girl, you got a lot of customers here. Stay. Inga has so many people that were like, listen, I'm ready to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. Guys, was it worth her making that investment to be a partner? Absolutely. And so that's what we got to start thinking about this year, guys. We've got to start finding good opportunities that we can partner in. Are y'all with me on that? Okay, so you be a partnered speaker. Now, every time you speak, ladies and gentlemen, you should be collecting coins or contacts. Every time. Coins or contacts. Every time you speak. And so if you cannot collect the coins, you best for sure be collecting contacts. And there's different ways to do it. There's different ways. It just depends on the stage. It depends on the amount of time. Everybody was given 10 minutes today. To be respectful of the time, because we had gotten a little bit over time, I wanted to make sure I only spoke for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, y'all, you're not going to remember everything that I need to teach you. So my number one focus was qualifying people who were interested in the results that I offer by giving them an opportunity to get on my list. I'm not about to try to take this 10 minutes and tell you my life story and all that type. I don't have enough time. I can't teach you how to make $10,000 a month working 2 to 4 hours a day, 10 minutes. And so I use that 10 minutes effectively so that those who are interested, and some people are here right now, are able to pull up on me. Drop the money sign in the chat if that makes sense. Drop the money sign in the chat if that makes sense. Y'all hear me? So every time you speak, even if it's 5 seconds, even if it's an introduction, you should be doing this. Here's an opportunity, y'all. I invested $2,500 to be a partnered speaker at someone's conference. Now, at this particular event, for $2,500, oh, no. I'm going to need to be able to make an offer, right? So I was able to make an offer. And I was able to get a substantial amount of time to speak. So I'm not about to invest $2,500 to speak for 10 minutes. It doesn't make sense. But I invested $2,500. I was able to speak for a full hour. I made sure also this was also like a lot of people were there, hundreds and hundreds. Okay. And so I was also able to offer my book, but I didn't sell the book in a way that like, hey, y'all go buy the book right now. It was a technique that I did with that as well. Okay. Anyways, I invested $2,500. I was able to sell a package for $1,000. From that event, I had 5 people who enrolled into my $5,000 package. Also, I want you guys to understand is that a lot of times when you make your initial offer to a cold audience, you will not sell a large portion of your sales there. A large portion of your sales will actually happen after the event. And so what I did was I also offered people an opportunity to get my book at the event, and everybody who bought my book was able to get invited to a private webinar where I went over some more in-depth training and then made the offer again. From that follow-up event, I was able to make another $2,500 because I offered a little bit of a lesser package that also had it had lesser stuff. Does that make sense? So I was able to make from that event and profits over $5,000. Again, if you had $2,500 to invest and you knew that this was going to turn into an opportunity to make a profit of thousands, how many times would you do it? See, guys, we've got to start wrapping our heads around the opportunity of investing into opportunity. Now, I'm not saying that every speaking opportunity has the same value, but make sure that you position yourself for, maybe it's a podcast. I got a friend that invested $10,000 to be on a podcast. From that podcast alone, he was able to launch $1 million business. Many people would never think like, I'm going to sow a seed of money into the right fertile ground, and it produces a harvest of money. Are y'all with me? So how to sell on platforms. So some people say, well, Taria, you know what? This is great and all. I see. And remember, every single opportunity that you're speaking on these stages, you are leveraging your book. Your book is a tool. You should also never be on a stage without your book in your hand. They said, well, Taria, this sounds great. Okay, I can get on the stages. I can do all of that stuff. But how do I sell when I get on these platforms? I'm not sure how to do it. And this is where I see a lot of people drop the ball too. I see people get booked and busy. We be out here booked and busy in these streets, but we booked and busy and broke. It's time to be booked, busy, blessed, and banked. Booked, busy, blessed, and banked. So many speakers, they just get on the stage and talk about themselves the entire time. Guys, I want you to picture everybody in the audience that's watching you having a sign on their forehead that says, yeah, but how you gonna help me? They're not gonna tell you that. And you might even have been amazing and shared an incredible and powerful story of just so many, transformation, and I'm inspired, but they ain't bought nothing though. Because people don't really care about our story. They care about their story. They want to know, how can you help them? And so when you get on a stage, even if, especially if you get on a stage and you only get 10 minutes, it should not be 10 minutes about you unless you are a celebrity. Many speakers, when they get started in the speaking space, the only thing they want to talk about is them. And it's no disrespect, but we got to learn how to frame our story in a way where we can be able to share it in a short period of time, leave people inspired, and leave ourselves relatable, but then provide transformation. Most people that are listening to us, they want help with their own challenges. Unless you are like a big name celebrity, y'all, many people do not care about our story. And so you got to learn how to share your story in a concise amount of time, give great value, and make people want more. Now, I see people get good at this too. I'm good at learning how to make people want more, but then when it's time to guide them to the next step, we drop the ball. We drop the ball. Y'all, there is a skill set to knowing how to make an offer. And one of the thing I'll leave you with is this. I'm not going to go into the whole training of how to do all of this. One call to action. It cannot be email me or Instagram me, and you could text me too, or you could go to my Facebook and send me a message, or you can do this. That is too much. We've got to know how to give people one concise, clear call to action. Today, my call to action that I gave everybody, I said, everybody, please take your phone. I only had 10 minutes. Everybody take your phone out. How many of y'all like something free? I'm going to hook y'all up with this PowerPoint presentation, which, by the way, I am going to send you guys from the workshop today, this PowerPoint right here. But I said, text this number, 832-400-9593, and I want you to put free gift in the chat and follow the instructions. Now, while they're following the instructions, I know most people are not about to remember everything I talk about in this 10 minutes. That's why my number one goal is to get everybody's information who's interested in this next step. You have to be able to learn how to do this, guys. This is a skill set. And the only way you learn how to do this is by actually doing it. That's why we teach you once per month. Here's Dominique Carson. Dominique Carson had the pleasure of coming with us to Canada. We spoke in this event in Canada. She was a part of this book right here that we came out with, The Whole Entrepreneur. This is her speaking on the stage in Canada. Well, I just want to share her story because she was able to learn she's been able to land these amazing speaking gigs. She's a part of the Book Profits Club, but she actually is a massage therapist, y'all. She is not she's not a business coach. She's not a life coach. She is utilizing her voice and her books so that she can get higher ticketed paying clients. She offers her services and she says, but wait, get my free giveaway, 7 steps on how to live a better life. And so they go to the free giveaway, upsells them. Hey, I've got a book that just came out. She got a brand new coloring book. And then she says, by the way, you can purchase one of my packages. Guys, she has been able to leverage her book. So speaking on stage is about happiness as a massage therapist, and then making that free giveaway from those stages and then upselling you to her massage package. Guys, 70% of your sales may happen after the event anyway. So we have to understand one call to action. But you got to have a call to action. Every time you open your mouth, you should be collecting coins or contacts, right? But make that call to action, dependent upon how long you're speaking and stuff, be something that takes them to the next step. And remember, 70% of your sales happen after the event. Now, you might say, I just don't know how to sell when I get on these platforms. Well, y'all, the key is this. Stop feeling like you're selling. Or stop, you know what I'm saying? I know this is a term of the word. We got to say the word selling. But really what you've got to get good at is telling. Get good at giving good value so that when it does get to the point of making your offer or telling people to get this, you don't feel weird about it. By the way, everybody type this in the chat. People respect what they pay for. People respect what they pay for. I promise you, when you give something of yours away for free versus when you charge, the people who paid the price, they will always have more value for it. That's why we can even have, and today, like I sent out this email earlier today to thousands of people, by the way. And I'm pretty sure if I go back and look to see how many people clicked on the link and said they wanted to show up, guess what? They didn't show up. We've had several people come into this training today and leave, and probably leave to do something that is not about to increase their bottom line. Because people respect what they pay for. And so when we give away something for free thinking that we're helping someone, a lot of times we're hurting. And so the key is understanding it's not necessarily about just trying to sell, but get good at telling and giving good value. And then it doesn't have to feel like you're selling. Type that in the chat. People respect what they pay for. Now, if you guys are enjoying this so far, I want to know in the chat as well. If you guys are enjoying this training, I hope that you guys are. Jenna, I see you, love. If you guys are enjoying this. And so we're going to go into some stuff. This is what we talked about today. We talked about getting booked on more stages, finding those speaking opportunities. Again, guys, you can see other people who are doing events. You can also go to Eventbrite, Facebook events. We have a database for all of our speakers elites with over 1,000. But guys, we even do a workshop for our BPC members. The events that we do where we have speakers, we only allow Book Profits Club members to speak on our stages, just so you know. So like next week, we have another pop-up workshop. We've got Dr. Rhonda Stinson Boyd, who's actually speaking on that workshop. And so if you want to speak at anyone, and by the way, whenever you speak at any of our events, we give you all of the leads. So all the registration lists, because you're a partner for me. Okay. That's only when you are a BPC member, though. So we offer these to BPC members. We're doing an event in Ghana. Essie's here. Essie was just in Ghana. I might pull up her video if she don't mind. Essie, can I pull up your video that you did in Ghana? I'm going to see if I can find it. She's a BPC member. And so our event that we're doing another event in Ghana. It's going to be, we have less speakers, but it's going to be about 200 people there. You have to be a Book Profits Club member. We're doing an event in Dubai. In May. We don't have any more speaking spots for that. But guys, these are all opportunities because the reason why we want you to be a part of BPC is because we want you to have the systems in place as well. I can't tell you how many times, y'all, we did a pitch competition in New York and we gave everybody step-by-step exact instructions. And even with the step-by-step instructions, some of them did amazing, but they still need some more tweaking to their intro statements. So we want people that have the systems in place, right? So how to find the speaking opportunities. Again, every Thursday, we also send you a list. Some of y'all are not taking advantage of it. It's just crazy to me. I don't know. We do a lot of work behind the scenes, y'all. But some people just ignore the emails because, I get so many emails, but they open every Temu, every Shein email, every Amazon email. They don't complain about the Fashion Nova emails, but it's too many emails. I'm like, these emails helping you to get money. Them emails are telling you to buy. What are we talking about? But anyways, guys, we continue to give you those opportunities in those stages, right? So let's talk about Book Profits Club Gold. And again, I'm going to share two things. Just remind me, I'm going to share with you guys this software that I'm using. It's amazing. This is what we're using. Also, we're launching our TV network, y'all. Our TV network, the Vision Impact Network. And then we also have another big announcement coming very soon. I can't tell you guys yet, but this is a software that we're going to be using for those who are launching their TV shows in the network. You're going to use this software. So working 2 to 4 hours per day with this strategy. Again, we have the 4 pillars of platforms. And so the first pillar is our media articles and press releases. This is where we provide media articles for our BPC members. In fact, we also have a list of media articles where, as a Book Profits Club member, any time of the year, month, you can get published in them at 50% off. Okay. Some of these media articles I paid over $1,000+ to be in, but we have built relationships with these platforms where you don't have to pay that full price. I said, listen, I need you to look out for my BPC members. So this is a 50%. And then even if you want a press release done, we could do that as well. We write the press release for you, and then we will also get it published for you. So that's one of the platforms. Then we have print and digital magazines. In fact, I was just texting a gentleman today who is a founder of a magazine that's here in Atlanta, but we are intentionally looking for other magazines that we can partner with so that we can be able to share with you guys on opportunities to get on those platforms. Oh, Essie said I can share her video, so I'm gonna pull it up, y'all. But we also have our Author All Stars magazine. Let me tell you about Author All Stars and why it's so powerful. So, Author All Stars, you have to actually apply. And so, we've been doing interviews and stuff. This is the magazine right here. You actually have to apply to be in this magazine. The reason is because you can't just only be an author to be in this magazine. You actually have to be an author that's leveraging their book to get on different stages. You're using, we got people in this book, they've got their books, they're doing movies, they're speaking to kids, all types of stuff. And so this magazine is highlighting all stars, not just authors who wrote a book. So you see right here, Lene Smith, I think Lene is a 3-time author all-star. Anyways, you see right here where it says, thank you to my sponsors. So what we don't do is we don't go after major corporate sponsors for this Author All-Stars magazine. The reason is because we want to offer our authors the opportunity to go and get some major sponsors. So every single author that gets invited to be in this magazine also can get sponsors. And I just created a training teaching everybody how to get anywhere between $250 all the way up to $1,000 per sponsor. And you get to have 5 sponsors included in the magazine. So that is some of the stuff we're doing, print and digital magazines. We also have our dinner that we do every year, December the 5th. And this year it's going to be different because it's not just going to be a dinner, but after the dinner, because y'all, we were looking so good. Everybody was just looking so amazing. We're going to turn it into an after party so we can have a little 1-2 step, have some fun. So this is a picture of our event. And you see these plaques? I actually had them custom made. This was not a plaque you could just buy online. I literally had a design. I designed it myself, and I had a company to make them. However, we're going to make a new design for this year because a lot of people came from out of town. In fact, 90% of most of our authors came from out of town. And so I want to make sure that y'all are able to put it in y'all carry-on luggage. Okay. So we're going to make it, design it in a way so that it'll be more, not as wide. But this is the custom design, and it was just amazing. I love mine. I have mine on the wall as well. We also have the audio and video podcast. Now, how many of you guys have been on podcasts before? If you have, just say I have in the chat. If you've been on a podcast, put I have in the chat. If you've been on a podcast, just put I have in the chat. Let me know. And so what happens a lot of times is when we see folks get onto these amazing podcasts, a lot of times people, they do a great job, but they're not really converting or getting any leads. Guys, I'm going to be honest. Like I said before, every single time you open your mouth, when you are speaking to provide transformation in this world, you should be collecting coins or contacts. Okay, period. So even when you are on a podcast, you should be walking away with getting new leads. And so a lot of times I see people do these interviews and they're not getting the leads. One of the great things is that we actually allow you to be interviewed on our show, Wealth and Words. And on Wealth and Words, when you are interviewed as a Book Profits Club member, only BPC members get interviewed. You are also then given coaching on how to better answer the questions as well as making your offer. And so this is something that's just additional. If you are a BPC member and you have not yet scheduled your Wealth and Words interview, please reach out to support ASAP, quick, fast, in a hurry so that you can get your interview scheduled, because this is a training, but it is also live. The reason why we do it live too, because a lot of times people are like, well, can I just get the training first and then do it? No, because it's different when you're doing the actual interview. We can practice all we want, but as soon as we get on that interview, baby, oh, baby, a lot of that stuff goes out the window, right? And so we want you to be able to get that training live so the next time you get on there, you don't forget. Also, you're going to have the opportunity to launch your own television show on our TV network. And so we have some major announcements about that coming up soon. But every single person gets the opportunity to launch their own show when you are on BPC at a enormous rate. Okay. And then also community, guys. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. There's nothing like the BPC community. There's nothing like the BPC community. And there are some people who literally just stay in Book Profits Club because of the community. Now, I'm going to encourage you guys that if you get into BPC, like leverage the resources, like make the money, increase your bottom line. But definitely, guys, the community is amazing. We have weekly calls, we have a private chat. The Telegram chat alone, hands down, is by far so exciting and engaging. Some people miss out on it. They just don't even have the chat on their phone. But I'm telling you guys, I will sometimes get a last minute opportunity and I'll post it in the chat. Then also in the Telegram chat, I'm always giving different tips. I'll walk by and see an amazing title for a book and I share it and the reason why it's a great title. And so being a part of that private chat, you get a lot of additional coaching that you didn't even know you needed, right? We have an all-in-one software where we have daily support Monday through Friday, every Wednesday. Our support also goes live via Zoom to teach you a tip or a different thing that you could do within the software. So this is every single week. And if you need anything done in the software, we give you 50% off. Some people are going to people to get a website done and paying $5,000. You can get an entire capture page done for $150 or less with our BPC. And honestly, when we weigh the difference of should I have a website or should I have a capture page, I'm going to tell you, I make way more money with my capture page. I don't even send people to websites. I have a website, authorallstars.com, which is designed to highlight our authors. But when I'm meeting a potential customer or a lead, I'm sending them to 10kbook.com. The people that I send to Author All Stars are people who are podcasts, people who have workshops and conferences looking for speakers. I send people who have magazines and other platforms. I send them Author All Stars to promote our authors. But when I'm looking for a new client or customer, I'm sending them to my capture page. So we do all of these things for you. Also, how many of you guys know other authors? Matter of fact, we got a commission to pay out this week. We got a commission to pay out this week. Guys, do you know that every single Thursday we give you guys an opportunity to invite people to check out our onboarding call? That's free. But also you actually get your own affiliate link where you get to send your leads to and say, listen, you need to join Book Profits Club. And when they join, you get paid 50% off of every gold membership. If they upgrade to elite, you get paid 20% every single month that you are an active member and they are an active member. You get paid. So this is a great way for you to actually have your membership paid for itself. If you know other authors, you just simply tell them about the program. So we have our 4 pillars of platform. We have our community, all in one software. Now, I'm not going to go through all these additional items, but what I will tell you is about this 5K and 5-day challenge. So we have the 5K and 5-day challenge that is going to be not this week, but next week starting on Tuesday. The 5K and 5-day challenge, y'all, you're going to learn how to make $5,000 in 5 days with your book, whether it's your current book, you might have to relaunch it, or your future book. If you are willing to follow instruction, guys, you're going to be blown away. Well, when you become a BPC member, you actually get enrolled into the 5K challenge, which is $97 at general admission for free. Now, if you are not ready to do BPC, you just want to do the 5K challenge, you can always send me a text message back to the number that maybe text messaged you. If you're a part of our list, we can send you the link to just register for the challenge. But as a BPC member, you get to come to the challenge as a general admission ticket for free. And if you want to upgrade to VIP, which comes with a one-on-one coaching call, you also get to upgrade with a $100 scholarship. So it's only $200 instead of $297. Okay. To successfully run your business, guys, you got to prioritize setting aside funds. It's just point blank, period, end of story. And a lot of people that I know, they're launching businesses and they're not willing to invest into their business. They're not investing into marketing. Guys, I'm going to tell you this before you get another coach, I need to know what monies are you investing into your marketing. Before you get another tool, I need to know what money are you investing into your marketing. How are you planning to increase your exposure? And if it's to get more followers on social media, y'all tripping. I'm telling you, if Snoop said it today too. I say it all the time. If I didn't need social media to build my business, I promise you I would not be on it. I do not love the social media world. But I do understand that social media is a place where people are going to go to just confirm that you are who you say you are. It's not always, and by the way, the people that's doing big business, they don't have 100,000 followers all the time. I have met so many multimillionaires in the Chamber of Commerce that have 200 followers, 1,000 followers. It's just when you go to their pages, though, they're talking about what they say that they do. So we have to be willing to invest back into our businesses for exposure and marketing. It's different. And so according to Forbes, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you should be taking $2,000 paying yourself and putting $8,000 back into your business. Well, the great thing about Book Profits Club is guess what? You don't have to do that. We have all the tools in place. And not only that, we've got amazing coaches in Book Profits Club. Oh man, y'all, we got the hookup. The 4 pillars of platforms, the community support, the all-in-one software. You get access to all of these bonuses. And guess what? A $500 scholarship today. So we are on the road to 100, guys. 100 members. Once we hit 100 members, I don't know what the exact number is. We might be now crossing over the 90th member threshold. But once we hit 100, y'all, it is no longer going to be $147 a month to join Book Profits Club. The cost to be in Book Profits Club is going to go up. And I'm going to tell you this. Anybody that is a current Book Profits Club member, if you cancel and come back, you're going to pay the full price as well. The reason is because, guys, for what it is that we provide, I mean, just with the resources, every Thursday, you're getting an email of 2 podcasts that are looking for you to come and speak on their stage. Then we provide resources of conferences, not even to mention our monthly challenges. The resources, every single time I meet someone where I see this as an opportunity of exposure, guess what? The first thing I'm thinking, okay, listen, but I need you to give me a discount for BPC members. One of our members just offered an opportunity to be on Pandora Radio and iHeartRadio. I said, listen, can we get a discount for BPC members? And so today, for those individuals who are like, I need to join the community, all you got to be able to do is sell 8 books per month. Guys, that's why being an author is so powerful, because also the money that you make from your book sales is the money you make to reinvest back into your business. If you don't have the expectation of selling at least 8 books a month, you cannot be telling me that you expect to sell any higher ticket products and services out there. Hello? If we don't have the expectation to sell at least 8 books, how can we have the expectation to sell a $500 package, a $5,000 package? And so this is the minimum. If you can sell 8 books, it pays for your membership. Today, you can join the Book Profits Club. It is $147. You sell 8 books. And guess what? I'm going to throw a bonus in. You're going to get access to our training, Write a Book in 72 hours. This is included in your membership. And we're also going to connect you to some amazing publishers. Well, we have a publisher that we're going to connect you to. And so even those of you guys, you say, okay, well, the book is done. It's almost done. I just want somebody to help put it together. We got you covered. Okay. So you might be saying, I don't even have a book. Don't worry about it. We're going to get you done. You can have your book ready to go to publishing by the end of next month. 4 pillars of platforms, community support, all-in-one software, just these 3 to only be offering it for $147. It will be $697 a month. Guys, we're no longer well, I never was. I was never one in it for the quantity of it all. I'm looking for quality. I want to work with a quality group of people where we're really doing the work. We're taking action. Guys, it's no more. Let's stop playing around. Do y'all see what's going on in the world right now? Do y'all see what's going on in the world? We do not have time to play. We've got to start making sure that we have a clear, concise idea of who we serve, how we serve, getting to the game plan, and doing the work. So $697 will be the regular price, but right now you can join for $147. And everybody that gets started today, you will also get a $300 bonus article. $300 bonus article, one of our platinum level articles and above. Okay. So you're going to, that is $697 plus $300 today. If we had 100 members, you'd be investing $997 to be in the Book Profits Club Gold. You get the 4 pillars of platform, community support, all in one software, and you get access to the challenge. Essentially, what I'm saying to you guys is that there's only going to be really one tier of membership very soon of new people coming in. We're not just going to be having a ton of people coming into gold. We're going to eliminate even the opportunity of doing all of that. And open enrollment will not just be at any time. You actually have to be able to upgrade at a specific time, and we will only open up opportunities twice a year. Oh, I'm serious about this, y'all. Because the thing about it is this, there's so much noise out here in this world. It's very easy. I told y'all I have ADHD. So even with me, I get easily distracted. And we don't have time for distractions anymore. This world is vastly, abruptly changing. And we've got to be willing to change with the times. So we ask when you join Book Profits Club is to remember that Rome was not built in a day. And when I say give us 3 to 6 months, I don't mean 3 to 6 months of just joining into the webinars or the Monday night meetings, joining in and, commenting on the post. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the success schedule. You got to be willing to do it. Every part of it. You cannot make a chocolate cake if you don't have all the ingredients. If I want grandma's chocolate cake and she says you got to use 2 pounds of Hershey's chocolate, and I go out there and get 1 pound of this low budget chocolate I found at the dollar store, am I going to have grandma's chocolate cake? No. And so we say give us 3 to 6 months plugging into the calls and following the success schedule, which only requires 2 to 4 hours per day, if that, on some days. Plus, if you ever decide that you want to re-enroll, it is only $697 a month. But right now, you could be in BPC and it's only $147. To join, for those of you guys who are here, I'm going to put the link in the chat of where you can go to join. And also, I'm going to show you this talk that Essie did, because I promised, she said I could show it. So I'm going to show it to y'all. Hold on. Of us in Ghana. So we have 2 more spots left for Ghana. Remember, though, you have to be a member of BPC to go. Yep. Because we want you to be plugged into the system, y'all. You're going to have your software, your capture page, all those different things. So here's the link, thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll is where you guys go. What's this little emoji? Thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll is where you go, where you can lock in your spot. Thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll. And then remind me, y'all, I'm going to show you the software and I'm going to hook y'all up with the 3-day, 2-night hotel voucher. I'll tell you what to do so that you can get access to that for those who are still here. By the way, it's going to go to those who are registered for the webinar. So let me see. How do I private chat y'all? I don't know. Did that send it to y'all in the private? Oh, you know what? I know what to do. I'm gonna send y'all a link that y'all gonna need to go to show that you were still here. And then I will send y'all the 3-day, 2-night. And then everybody was at Lashana's event. Don't worry about it. You guys that registered, you're gonna get the thing. I know some of y'all are like, well, dang, I just pulled up. Okay, well, you got to join it on the list. I'm gonna show you how to join the list. Okay. Okay, so I'll use this. All right, hopefully this form will work. I'm gonna put this right here. Y'all let me know in the chat. Yes, Jax, this works for co-authored books as well. Oh my goodness. We got a young lady, her name is Deshonda Jennings. Deshonda Jennings is another one of our top income earners in Book Profits Club. She was a part of a book called Life of an Entrepreneur, a collaboration book that we launched. She's been able to build a six-figure childcare business, and now she's teaching other individuals, especially moms, high level earning moms that want to launch their own businesses. She's showing them how to do the same. Well, anyways, Deshonda was a part of one of the collaboration books that we did, y'all, and she has been able to use that collaboration book to get on multiple stages. The book is a tool. Now, of course, it depends on what type of book as well. So it depends on what kind of book you're in, right? Also, we do collaboration books a little bit differently. So, like, for example, let me see if I can. I don't think I got a Life of an Entrepreneur, but let me see. One sec, y'all. Oh, well, this has my cover on my picture on the front too. So the way that we do our collaboration books is a little different than from people. So let's just pretend that my picture wasn't here, but we customize all of our books to have like the name of the person on the front and also on the back. Okay. And so what does that mean? It means that you take a look, you feel like it's more of yours. And so it really just depends, Jax, on what type of book it is. So if you can feel like, okay, this is a tool that I can use that connects to the result that I offer, yes, absolutely. Now, also the question is, are you able to order the collaboration book at cost? Or are you having to spend the retail cost or like an ups, I wasn't gonna say I don't upsell's not the word I want to use, but like, did they add a couple dollars on, right? Because in that situation, it may be better for you to just have your own book because I want to make sure that it's a book that you're only spending about $2 to $5 or so to print so that it's making some of a decent profit, or that if you are giving it out at certain type of events, it's not breaking the bank, right? Oh no, Wanda, did you join BPC? Girl, welcome. Yes, come on, girl. Welcome to the family. Oh yes, Jax, absolutely. Then I would if that book is connected to your results that you offer, or you can figure out a way to connect them, absolutely, I would use that collaboration book. What, please? I just today, that's what I was doing. Today at the workshop, I had two collaboration books that I offered that people bought. This one right here, Voices of Change. This is the collaboration book that went with us to Ghana, and then we have another book that's called Coach. I don't have one in front of me. I don't called Coach that some people bought. So, yep, I use collaboration books and sell them all the time. No, this is a monthly membership, guys. This is a monthly membership. That's why I sell. So 8 books per month. This is a monthly membership where it comes with an all-in-one software. Let me remind you, just like you go. So if y'all go buy a software, are you going to pay for it one time? No, you're going to pay for the software every single month, right? So it has the all-in-one software, the community support, weekly calls. Guys, just the weekly calls. So every Monday we do a call with Book Profits Club. I'm doing the call this Monday. Every Wednesday, our staff, one of my staff members does a call on with the BPC system, teaching you about a new feature. Every Thursday, another team member does an onboarding call. And then twice a month, you guys soon will have an announcement because Nishika is going to be doing a calendar training teaching you guys how to properly schedule out your days. Just that alone, you ain't going to find in no type of program where you invest $147 a month. I enrolled into a $25,000 a year program. We got one call a month. I mean, one group call a month. So, yep, it's a monthly membership. 4 pillars of platform, and then all of these every month. If you want to enroll to the 5K challenge, you can for free. right? 50% off designs, as well as additional trainings and stuff like that. So, yes. So, oh, yes. No, Angel, it will never go up, darling. You are grandfathered in at the 147 as long as you don't cancel your membership. Now, if you cancel your membership, child, and then come back, it's $697. So yes, 147. And you can even join this month, get the free media article. Hello. The bonus article, and you say next month, I don't know if it's for me, which that would be crazy. I would hope that you don't do that. And you don't have to stay. We don't make you sign a contract or none of that. You're able to pay month to month. However, I will tell you this: if you don't do all of it, it doesn't work. Like there's some people right now who are not utilizing the Telegram chat, like they have not used it. It's not gonna work, or they're not showing up Monday nights. Every Monday that you see me on a Monday night training, you can also ask questions. So it's literally like getting free coaching. I charge $1,000 for a one-on-one coaching call with me, by the way. So you can get on a Monday night call and say, hey, Taria, I got a question. And you're able to ask questions, right? In the Telegram group, hey, I got a question. You're able to ask questions. So it's literally providing all of that. Now, when you upgrade to Speakers Elite, you're able to do one-on-one messaging with me in Telegram. So you can ask me questions about anything. Tammy Renee, who was at the event today, she's one of our elite members. And she messages me every other day. I love it. I tell my elite members, worry me. Please worry me, because that means I know that you're out here working, right? I can help you. I can't help you if I only hear from you once in a blue moon. So as an elite, that's one of the additional benefits. And then they get a one-on-one quarterly coaching call, but you have to be a member for 30 days before you can even upgrade to elite. So yes, ma'am, it's $147 a month. It will not go up when you enroll. Okay, let me show y'all Essie. Essie, you still here, my love? Essie's also a BPC member, which I think I already said. And then Wanda, welcome, Wanda. Wanda is a superstar, y'all. She is also, how many years in a row have you been an Author All-Star? Oh, now you get to qualify Wanda to get some of the additional awards too at the Author All-Stars. Woo! Okay, anyways, let me pull this up, y'all. So we have, when we do our events, like our so we have different events. We have our pop-up workshops. So we have a pop-up workshop in Atlanta next Sunday. And we have a photographer that comes to do the pictures and stuff like that, right? However, for our Ghanaian event and our Dubai event, we also have professional videos that are done. And so everybody got a chance to speak. And the link to join, I'm putting it in the chat. Everybody got a chance to speak in Ghana, and we had them professionally recorded. The bookprofitsclub.com/enroll. So let's pull up Miss Essie Dennis, y'all, who was our youngest speaker at the event. So if you go to thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll, that's where you guys are going to join. Let me share the screen so y'all can see. Hold on. I hope y'all can hear though. Let me see. Yeah, I guess it shares the audio. Okay. So let's pull up Essie. Y'all want to see Essie?
So are you ready for our next speaker? Everybody say yes? Yes! Are you ready? Yes! All right. Well, this young lady is the youngest woman. Well, I like to say youngest, but she is our eldest that will be, what did Harold say, that's willing to tell the truth, right? So she is, how young are you again?
79. I will be 80 in
Yes,
April.
ma'am. Let them know, Essie.
She is 79
Happy birthday coming up.
years old. Will be 80 in April and has traveled not just to West Africa with us, but she's also been to South Africa speaking. And so I'm going to move this over here just in case, y'all move this here, just in case we need to use this table. If you guys could please give it up to our very own Miss Essie Dennis.
Yes. Greetings again, everyone. I'm truly honored to be here with you today in Ghana. I stand before you not only as an individual who has faced her own challenges,
I ain't gonna play the whole thing. Y'all gonna have to give it Essie to get the whole thing. But look at Essie do her thing. Hold up, y'all.
within. When I look at my journey, I see so many milestones. In 2008, when President Obama made history as the
So, y'all, everybody gets to come when they come to the event and speak. This was done in Ghana itself. What an amazing job. Essie did a great job there, y'all. Is she going to be speaking? I mean, it's going to be her birthday in April, 80th. So, we got to make sure we turn out for Miss Essie and her birthday in April. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, anyway, so that was Ghana. We're excited. We're going to have, of course, again, videographer for our event in Dubai. We also have our Ignite to Profits. So Ignite to Profits is also a annual event that we do. It is coming up in June. This is going to be a new styled event. And don't she look good, Jax? Right? This is a new style event. So we have done Ignite to Profits now for several years as well. But I had an opportunity to see this event space. Okay. Blew me away. It's this event space that's in North Carolina. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Why? Because we did an event in Canada last year. We did an event in South Africa a couple of years ago. We did our event in Ghana, and we're doing it again this year. We have an event in Dubai coming up. Why am I saying all of that? Because we are building all of these international connections. And so instead of us just continuously only doing like a local Georgia event, I wanted to do a hybrid style event where anyone, no matter where they are in the world, can actually join us. And so we have speakers that are going to be speaking for Ignite to Profits. The registration for this is actually going to go up very soon. And so not only are we going to be having speakers, but we also have awards that will be given away. We do some similar awards, but we have some different awards that we offer to our speakers or to attendees that actually come. But it's a hybrid event. So this is going to be big, y'all. And so anyway, so that's all the stuff. Now, guess what? Who are our speakers at Ignite to Profits? Book Profits Club members. Who are our speakers at our Ghana Leadership Conference? Book Profits Club members. Who are our speakers at our Leadership Dubai event? Book Profits Club members. Who are our speakers that are speaking at the pop-up workshop like the one that we have next Sunday? Book Profits Club speakers. And so even you guys, if you're a BPC member and you want to speak at one of our next pop-up workshops, you can partner with us. You get a special rate that comes with professional pictures as well as the entire registration list. Essentially, all you're doing is just dividing the cost with me. So it's not thousands or even hundreds and hundreds of dollars to be a speaker at our pop-up workshop. And we do limit it to only like 4 to 5 speakers per workshop because we don't want it to be long. Well, anyways, that's all that I got, y'all. The software, though. So let me tell y'all the name of the software. Let me put the link up for y'all one more time, too. Again, it is www.thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll. I don't know why that is putting that icon like that, but thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll. Www.thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll. And then I put the link to show that y'all were still here. But I hopefully y'all got that link. I think I can see who registered though. So I'm pretty sure, maybe not. I don't know. So just shoot me a text message to the number that you got a text message from. If you're on the text list, or if you are a BPC member and you want to get the voucher too, I don't mind. As long as you can't use it, I think more than once in a year. Or you might need to sign up for the program yourself, right? So if you want a 3-day, 2-night hotel voucher or 4-day, 3-night, I don't care. I'll give you both of them. Okay. You'll need to go ahead and shoot us a text message to the number or message us in the Telegram chat and I'll send it to you. Okay. Let me show y'all the software. This software that I'm using. Do they got a referral? I need to. I done caused myself to go out the room. My bad, y'all. I'm back. I ain't mean to do that. Okay, y'all. I don't know if they got a referral link or not, but it's called the software. I'll share it with y'all, but I'm definitely going to be doing some more training with it. But the software itself is called EVMux. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. EVMux.com. And they are like a combination, y'all, of Ecamm and StreamYard. I used them one week for one of our pop-up workshops, and it just went really good. As you can see, y'all, I'm streaming on multiple platforms. Also, you can provide webinars. So instead of us using Zoom, we can actually start having people, all of our BPC members, join us weekly here. Also, what I love so much about it are these like different ways of to create like layovers. But watch this. I can even add in something. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me see. I'm gonna create a poll. Oh, can I put the chat box on the screen? Let me see. I didn't even know you could do that. I got the chat box on the screen. Y'all see that? Oh, that's fly. Let me see. Can I change the layout? Oh, look. Then I can add a frame. Watch this. You can add different frames to it. Yo, this joint is tight, y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all something else I'm going to add. I'm going to add another. Let's see. How I add the other joint? Add a new layer. Weird widget. Watch this. Okay, let me see. Oh, what's this? Type hashtag. I don't even know what this is, y'all. Type that in the chat. See what it do. Hashtag prize. I don't know what this is. I want to show y'all another thing though. I don't know what that do. Okay, let me remove it. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's cool. If you put hashtag, y'all type hashtag prize in the chat. Okay, EVMux is the bomb, y'all. I'm telling y'all. We're going to do some trainings with BPC members, though, so that y'all can really learn how to use this tool. It's amazing. Everybody put hashtag prize. It should pull your name up on the screen. Hold on, I'm going to show you another feature I like. Everybody put hashtag prize. Let me see if it's pulling everybody's name up. It says 7 participants. Let's see. What's Oh, oh, this is lit. I don't gotta do the wheel of names no more. Okay, let's see who winning. Oh, that's fire. Okay, let me do a different one. Let me do a different one. Okay, watch this. Winner. Matter of fact, since y'all still here with me and I'm doing the most, I'm gonna do a new one. And I'm gonna give somebody I'm gonna cash app you $50 just because y'all hanging with me. Type winner. Okay, everybody type hashtag winner. Everybody type hashtag winner. Hashtag winner. Type hashtag winner. And I'm going to see who gonna win $50 cash app. But let me see. I'm trying to see if I can adjust the layout. Oh, dimensions. Yeah. Hashtag winner. It's gonna put y'all name up there. Oh, this tool is fire. Tell me it's not. Look at that. Y'all, we about to have a good old time. We about to have a good old time. They not ready. Some of y'all ain't typed the whole time. I haven't. Some of these names I'm seeing, I ain't seen the whole time. I'm just joking. Okay, so everybody that's watching, put that. Let me change. I don't like this background color. I'm gonna make it black, white. Okay. I don't like that either. Do like this. Here we go. There we go. It's okay. Y'all ready? Let me go ahead and do it. So let's see. It's 8 participants. Watch this. I wish it had. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I don't like that font. I like this font better. I wish though. Okay, y'all ready? Let's spin. Who's about to win $50 cash out? Who is the winner? They ain't got nobody name. Hold on, let me do it again. Oh, you know what? Essie Dennis! That's a good birthday lunch. Yay, Essie. Okay, well, Essie, can you message me your Cash App? I'm gonna send you $50. Okay, so that's one of the cool little tools. Hold on, let me see what else they got in here. All right, so we're gonna delete this off of here. That's dope. Essie, let me know what your Cash App is. Send me a message. Okay, look at this. Apps. It's another one too. Oh, polls. So let's say you online, right? And you want to do a poll real quick. You can be like, okay, everybody. So we about to do a quick little poll to vote on something, and you're gonna select which one is for you. Okay. So let me see. I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna say, I'm gonna pick 2 options. We're gonna talk about grits. If you like sugar in your grits, or you like salt in your grits, or you do either one, not together, or you do both. Now, if you eat salt and sugar in your grits, you a special kind of person. Okay, I don't know about that one. But we're gonna see. This is the debate. So I'm just giving y'all little ways of how y'all can use this, right? Okay. So I'm about to give y'all the link so that you can vote. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm gonna delete you. All right, so watch this. I'm gonna drop the link. How do you like your grits? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, it depends on what I'm eating with them. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Here's the link. So y'all need to click on that link. Hopefully, see, this is the thing. It keep messing up the HTTP. Oh, I should have added that as one of the comments. If you don't eat grits. Let me see. The link ain't clickable. Right. That's whack. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh no, I don't think it's gonna let me do it either. I do it like that. So this is one. Okay, this ain't gonna work. Hold on. I know what to do. Watch this. Watch this. Don't worry about it. Watch this. I'm about to hook y'all up. This what you got to do. So that's why when you have the software, let me show you. Let me share my screen. So I'm over here in the software. I'm about to create a quick little link right under here under URL redirects. I'm gonna say poll. So now, boom, there you go. So let me show you how to go to the poll. All right. So to go to the poll, all y'all got to do is go to www.10kbook. Y'all crazy. Y'all like grits? Poll. www.10kbook/poll. So you might have to copy the link and post it and then vote. So www.10kbook/poll. Is that the right link? Yep. Okay, yeah. So it's real quick. Click on the link, vote. You can click on your vote. So you see, somebody already voted for salt. So y'all can do real live polls while you're streaming. Everybody go click on the link, www.10kbook.com/poll. Essie, you got to message me on Telegram or Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, Telegram, or email your Cash App so we can send you $50. Okay, we only got one person that voted. Oh, here we go. Another vote. Somebody said they like both. Together? Oh, who voted that? Who voted that you like both salt and sugar? Okay, we got one for either. Oh, you changed it to either. Okay, yeah, I like either. Okay, once we got two for salt, one for either. I like either. That's me. So I like salt and eggs, like salt and eggs in my grits and butter. And then I like sugar, milk, and butter. So you see, y'all, this is a really cool tool. You can have people to vote on a poll. Okay, I'm gonna delete it now. Anyways, this tool is amazing. This is literally, I mean, and then these are the sound effects that come along. And then I can play a little music. This is supposed to be soft hip hop. Okay. But you can add your own music if you want to. Hey. Uh, 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 uh. Okay. Okay, let me see what else I got. Banners. You know, I can throw banners on here. Boom, boom. And then let's see, layer. So you can add a lot of layers and stuff. This software is dope. It's called EV Mux. But anyways, I'm about to wrap it up. But anyways, okay, let's see. Who are our brand new Book Profits Club members? Let's shout out our brand new members. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up today. Also, I'm going to be reaching out to both of you or three of you, whoever got started tonight. You guys are gonna get a special call with me. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me see something. Oh, activity. Do. Oh, here we go. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, yes. So Wanda, I'm gonna be reaching out to you. And whoever else gets started tonight, you get to take advantage as well for that article, that bonus article. So again, you got to make sure you get started tonight. You just like salt, Bertha? Yes. I mean, I like salt too. I like salt too. All right, y'all. Well, this is dope too. Put in the chat box. I'm definitely gonna have the chat box up more when we do more streams. All right, y'all. But listen, EV is the name of this software. Everybody that's going to be launching their show with us, y'all know we got the shows launching. We have our meeting, matter of fact, in 4 days with the TV show, the TV network founder. So we'll be going over that. But anyways, y'all make sure if you have not already done so, you need to go to where's the link? thebookprofitsclub.com/enroll. Now keep in mind, this was also hopefully a training for you guys that are BPC members. Of course, me doing this extended random conversation is not a part of what your training would be. But as y'all saw, my webinar was about an hour and a half long. And that's with me being, having attention challenges, right? So on Max, you're going to do one of these per month minimum. One webinar. Now, who do you invite to your webinar? You invite everybody that you have on your email list. Right. So the 3 lists that I invited everybody who's a new lead who I've messaged from DMing. I invited everybody that I met at today's workshop, and everybody wasn't able to make it last minute. They're going to be invited to another because we're doing another workshop, me and Takara. We've got a book writing and profiting workshop on the 26th. And then I invited everybody that I met at the Connect and Collab Summit in New York. So those are 3 different events that I spoke at where I got leads, and I did what is a term that's called BAM FAM, book a meeting from a meeting. I invited them to this webinar. Now, I streamed it onto social media, but normally I would not even stream it on social media. I'm going to take this video too, and I'm going to edit the end and remove all of this extra stuff. But I'm going to take this video and use this as a tool as well. Does that make sense? Yes, I am a true techie through and through. Y'all know stuff like this excites me. So y'all should be doing one webinar, but you have to be every single day getting new leads. Every day. It's not listen, and it's not like, oh, I got to do this every day. You go to work every day. Like we don't complain about stuff that we have been taught through the system that that's the normal thing. Well, we're not saying every day spend 8 to 10 hours getting leads. No. It is 1 hour. I just literally got a whole new contact by DMing someone who's doing an event for a young lady who I just did an event for. That's going to get me some leads too. I don't care if it's 10 leads that I get in front of. It's still 10. Amen. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a wonderful, blessed evening. I love you. I appreciate you. And I pray that your day was full of peace, prosperity, happiness, and everything in between. Bye, y'all. Do, do, do.